think it was last fall, I had showed you this Bo Bunny family mini book that I had made for my mother's 80th birthday. So it spells family, and it has, I'm sure you've seen these with baby, family, and I filled it up with pictures from the event. I haven't completed it yet, but I'm getting there. And so I thought, wouldn't it be fun to make these books but have the words that you want to have on them, because you're kind of limited by what they produce. So I was going to cut them all out and do all that work, and quite frankly I'm just too lazy. So I found these letters at our local Winners store. It's much like TJ Maxx, I think, in the US. So these ones are pink, and they're chipboard and they're fuzzy. So you can see those. And it has the whole alphabet. And I also got them in red. So we went to a local festival. It's called Heritage Days, where everybody celebrates their heritage. And I really wanted to make a quick mini book up. So I thought, why don't I use those red fuzzy letters? So what I did is I took D-A-Y-S for days, and then in mini, this is the basic gray mini chipboard, I put heritage. So I have heritage days. Then I measured out 2.5 inches, and I put the D on, and I just used, you know me, recycled cereal boxes. So that's a cereal box. And then I measured, I held the A under to see where it sat nice, and then I think it was another 1.5 to 2 inches, whatever you prefer. And there's the A. And the kids walking, grandchildren there walking at Heritage Days. Before I did the D page, I wanted to do a lot more journaling. So I just punched a hole with a crocodile and an eyelet and put in another picture on one side and journaling on the other. My little grandson is half Scottish, and he wore his kilt to Heritage Days, so we wanted to make sure we were able to show that, although I didn't want the whole book to be all about his kilt. I made one page, called it the kilt, and then made an accordion picture, fold it out so you can see him modeling his little kilt and having his lunch under a tree. Thought it was pretty smart. That's on the Y page, and it just goes on here. On the flip side of that, I made a really cute pocket here out of a picture of my grandsons, and inside here is more pictures of the grandsons, and I could just put them back in the pocket. Over here again, I wanted to add another picture because my daughter was waiting in line to buy. We love these elephant ears, so we just devoted a whole little page to that. Yummy elephant ears. And then again, this was just a family picture on the back page of the S, and then them walking and leaving. I used my Bind It All and some ribbons, and just quickly put together this little word album, which you could do too with pre-made letters. It certainly is a lot quicker, and you hardly have to sand them because the letters are all done. So I did this in an afternoon, and I love the way it turned out. This really cute little mini book was made with lunch bags. I simply called it Us because I wanted to leave it generic, because I'm going to be selling this album on Etsy. So I have a butterfly chipboard here piece, just holding down the flap of the lunch bag. And then, as you can see, you open it up, and there's place for journaling there, some tags. I think I'm going to add some brown ribbon on these tags. And again, a place for a picture down there. This is the bottom flap of the bag. And again, the other flap, and you can journal there. And a place for a picture and more journaling. And here we have, because there's like 2 bags glued together, a spot for pictures and journaling in the pockets here. And here you can fit 2 pictures in here. One there and one under there. Again, another photo mat and spots for journaling throughout. So this one is on my Etsy page, and it's done with lunch bags. I'll show you really quickly how I made it. I took 5 lunch bags, I folded them like this with a bone folder, and you can adhere that down. So for two of them I did that. So you see I'm folding the flap down. Then you glue those two flaps together like so. Okay. You do that exact same thing with another two lunch bags. Fold the flap down, fold the flap down, glue them together like so. So then you have two stacks of the same. You glue this stack to this stack completely, like that. So I trimmed those lunch bags off. I think it's about 3 inches, but you just do it your desired length. You can leave them long if you want to. Then I put adhesive all over the back here. I lined it up here with the flap of the bag on the inside, and I glued that down, and then like that. And so lined all the bottom flaps up like so. Folded this over. That became my flap. I covered it all up with decorative paper, and there you go. That's how I made that. But if you would prefer to just simply buy it or would like one custom made, just let me know. Go visit me at Etsy. Now the next mini book I'm going to show you, I got the idea from Marion at apieceofcraft.com. I just love the layout of it. And I made this for my sister's 60th birthday, and she loves to journal. And these Tim Holtz little adornments have little tiny words on them. And this little pin says thoughts, and there's a little locket there. And you can see I have a chipboard lock. And these are so cool because you just have to pull the little prong open, and it opens it up just like an old-fashioned journal. So it starts off like that. Then on the other side, I just added a little heart locket. I love this little book. So you can see all this, and I added a little bit of bling and a nice arrow that had some handwriting on it, some script. And so it opens like that. Again, I did use the bind it all and the Zutter to put it all together. And the last little mini book I'm going to show you, I think I've showed you this before, but I used it a lot this summer for when we went camping. And this is simply made with 3 large manila envelopes. So I don't know if you can see it here. So you lay them out this way. This is the flap of the envelope. So you have 3 manila envelopes and 3 pieces of printed paper cut the same size as the manila envelopes. So to start, you lay out one envelope, then you lay out a piece of paper. Then you lay out the next envelope with the flap on this side, lay out a piece of paper, and then repeat it one more time with the flap at this side. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope I gave you some ideas so maybe you can create your own mini books. And if you don't have the time and want to buy some, feel free to drop by my Etsy shop. And I hope you get a chance to pick up some good novels to read too. So until next time, bye-bye.